Hello, everyone. We are back. And as you see me looking on my phone, you know we are about to do our featured topic. So this week we have two topics left. First topic, minimalism and simplification, a journey toward living with less and embracing simplicity in daily life. And topic number two is cultural appropriation one-sided.
I know the first one was kind of like a very
You're gonna have to lead me into that.
So what it is kind of like you know, instead of being so extravagant and spending all your money on
Living a simple life.
just living a simple life.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Being basic.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
And I tell you that would be probably very hard for you.
Contrary to your belief. You know what's are we talking about that now?
No,
we
you
gonna
go pick one.
You gonna pick
Oh,
whatever one you
okay.
pick.
Yeah,
That's
she,
what
she,
that's what we're
want,
gonna-
she want that one.
No, but nah, I'm good with whatever. Let me see here. Okay.
Let's
What
see
do
what
I
we
have
got.
here, child? Like a kid in the candy store.
Topic
All right, number two.
is cultural appropriation one-sided.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So, I came up with this topic, and the reason why I came up with this topic is because there is a new singer out. Her name is Sailor, and she has a song. It'll probably be hitting TikTok and Instagram pretty soon, if not right now.
You probably seen it. It's an Asian girl.
Yeah, it's an Asian girl. She's from Florida.
And she sound like SZA.
Yeah, she sounds like SZA. And she has a song
kinda
called
ring a
Pookie's Requiem. I think if I said the word right.
Requiem.
Yeah. So the song is dope to me.
Okay.
She sounds like SZA. It sounds like a SZA song. But when I was reading the comments, there was a lot of comments, and everybody know I'm an advocate for black women, but there was a lot of comments we were talking about, you know, oh, she's trying to be like SZA, black women can't have this, you know, cultural appropriation and everything, which I can understand on some points, but it's just like, it just hit me because, you know, Megan Thee Stallion just came out with that song where, I don't know what's the name of that
The
song.
Asian song.
Yeah.
Richie Wah.
Yeah.
So it's just, I just had a
Mushi.
Yeah. So I even look at things like the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
And you know, a lot of times I understand that we deal with cultural appropriation, but it's like, do we pay attention?
Nikki does a lot of Asian stuff.
Yeah. So it's like, do we pay attention when we do it? Is it fine when we do it? And why is it wrong when other people do it? I understand people have stolen from us. You know, they've stolen a lot of things we've done or whatever. But a lot of times it's like we do the same thing.
Yeah.
So is it one-sided or is it just, I'm just exaggerating, I'm tripping?
I see what you mean.
I think that a lot of times too, being oppressed people, we feel like we have to be up against the wall a lot of times, and we do feel like somebody is taking something from us because a lot of things have been taken from us.
Yes.
Yeah. So being oppressed, because if you're white, you're the majority, right? You don't feel like nothing has been taken from you. You don't feel like you own everything, right? And that's why black people, you know, sometimes we hold on to our cultural differences too, but we do grab onto other people's culture too.
I agree.
Because sometimes in the culture is culture, and sometimes culture is an advancement of people. That's what culture actually is.
Yes.
It's an advancement of people. So if people grow based on those things, so we would like to steal certain things from people's culture. I mean, the hair is sometimes, you know, the Asian hair, like as far as like, you know, like makeup or like women in makeup or like how people dress and things. They try to dress like us. We try to dress like them. I think cultural appropriation. Sometimes I think that there's a difference between appreciation and appropriation, right?
Clock it.
Yeah, because appreciation is kind of like, okay, I grew up around these people. I'm sounding like them. I studied them, or even so much like, remember Amy Winehouse? Amy Winehouse sounded like. First time I heard, I was like, that's a black woman. So I thought it was a black woman. And then there are certain people like Iggy Azalea, where it sounds like you're mocking. It sounds like you're mocking us. It sounds like you're trying to make, and then you try to recreate this whole lifestyle about yourself to be like black. And then sometimes, a lot of times with appropriation too, they take the negative things of like bad baby. They take like the negative things, because sometimes you could be racist and still be attracted to do racist things, right? But be attracted to like somebody black.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I
Like
agree.
you could, cause sex has nothing to do like sexual, as far as like sexual, what's the word I'm looking for? Attraction. Attraction has nothing to do with racism to me, because they were sleeping.
I agree with
because
that.
they were sleeping with slaves.
Yeah, absolutely, right.
They're sleeping with slaves.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes there's a line with the cultural appropriation. So it's a topic that we can. There's different ways.
There's
ways to
definitely
do it.
different ways.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you-
Well, no, that's a good point. With why I feel like, and I understand the take of being one-sided. It's because typically with black people, we're oppressed people, right? And I see now we don't gatekeep our culture enough.
Yeah.
Because if you see TikTok,
Yeah.
now our dialect is now, that's Gen Z language.
Yeah.
No, that's back in the day you call it Ebonic and it was frowned upon.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the way we greet each other, that's the way we talk, that's our dialect.
Yeah.
But now it's all across the globe and it's like share your culture because we're saying no, you're doing it wrong. Or you can't really say that. So for an example, I understand because as black people we are very fascinating. You know, we are it's in us. It ain't on us. You know what I mean? It's so the way we dress, the way we talk, the way our music, our dance. Everything is very fascinating about us. So I can understand the attraction to it, but at the same time, it's
A thin line.
it's a thin line
Yeah.
because some people are entitled to where it's like when we call out certain things like hey, you might want to not do that like that, and it's like almost they get offended as if how dare you? Like,
I remember.
it's not yours.
That's crazy. One time I was at work and a white girl said the N word because she heard it in the song. The N word in Paris. And
yeah.
She heard it in the song. And when I tried to like pull her off the side and try to tell her you can't do that, she damn near was about to cry.
See, well, that's what I mean.
Yep, she was about to be like, "How dare you?
Yes.
You know I'm not racist."
Yes, and it's
so
like-
how dare you?
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, "I can't never have no conversation with you." No
It's
more."
entitlement.
Yeah, it's entitlement.
So, but I can understand. So, for an example, there is a such thing called blue eye soul. So, what I mean by that is like there are people that are truly authentic,
Yeah.
meaning that like I look at like Robin Thicke, Justin Timberlake. These are people that are. I think Justin was born in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's all he knows. That's like blues, that's jazz, that's funk.
Yeah.
So some of the things that you pick up on, he might have had. I don't know if his parents had a musical palette to where they listened to like Al Green or anybody. You know what I mean? So some people are kind of brought up, even in the church in Southern. You know, so they're like, this is the music that has always thrilled me. You know, and you can kind of see that it's not forced.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's when I can naturally gravitate to someone that's like Amy Winehouse. To me, I don't feel like was mocked.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I feel like that was a raw talent. That voice, you can't
that's
duplicate
raw,
that. You
raw,
know what I mean?
raw.
That's raw. There's some people I feel like with even Robin Thicke, his voice, you can't. That's soul. That's what you were born with that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean as far as this fine line. I can tell when someone is mocking or it's not being authentic.
Yeah.
There's a word today that people are known to colonize black culture. You know what I mean? So yes, I will say within our culture, I feel like, and I could be biased, but there's some times where I feel like we take from other cultures, but it's more so to show homage. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we might get inspired, but I also feel like we give people their flowers. So even when Nicki Minaj did like a Chung Lee type of thing and had the chopsticks, she's saying these things, but she's giving homage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like she's like, oh, how dare you tell me about your culture? You know what I mean? So it's like the people that I have seen do this have done it in class, and I mean, again, I'm not the other culture, so I don't know how they feel. But I also know that as black people as a whole, we typically try to pay homage. Wu-Tang Clan, like they was watching the movies and things like that. Is dope. They were always giving homage.
And we're easier to let people in, right?
Yes,
you see
absolutely.
Because you see how like Beyonce doing country music,
Yes.
and you see how hard they trying to make it. For
Yes.
her. But mainstream is trying to make it easy for her, right?
Yes.
I mean,
but the country music. No, but I'm saying.
But we created country music.
Thank you.
But the country music
Yeah.
singers,
Oh, yeah.
They're like, she's like when the country music awards, they're like they see all these black people coming, so it's no longer country music, it's white music.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
So it becomes white music. Like, oh, how dare you? But Eminem, a lot of black people say Eminem is the best rapper.
Yeah,
He's the
that's
best
true.
rapper alive.
Yes.
And then it's kind of like I don't know. I think that sometimes, like we said, it's a very thin line.
Thin line, yeah.
Where it's like you don't know where it's like like there's certain things that have to be, because a lot of times, like you said, we pay homage. A lot of times they'll do things like they'll actually like, it's mocking us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen, no disrespect, like white gay men? The first thing that you see them
They act like black
emulate
women.
is a black woman.
They act like black
but
women.
but it's a stereotypical black woman.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey girl, oh my God,
Yeah,
it's that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that comes across as inauthentic, and it's like, are you mocking me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why again, to us as black culture, when we do things, we're paying homage.
Yeah.
We're showing respect.
Yeah.
Like, I like this, but it comes across when people do this to us and take from our culture,
Yeah.
it does come across as mocking and or like, how dare you tell me I can't do this? It's popular. This is what everyone does. No, everyone doesn't do this. It's just TikTok makes it more accessible because it's across the globe, but we're the most emulated. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hip hop, think about how global that is. Who doesn't know Snoop Dogg? You know, you can go to Japan and they talk about Snoop. You know what I mean? Or Beyonce, or you know. What I'm saying is we have such an impact, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when we try to like take back a little bit, it's almost like a slap in the hand. Like, that's not your. It's so accessible to them. They're like, you guys didn't create that, but we did.
I think we will always figure out who's authentic and who's not, and who's mocking and everything. I mean, I just to end this, when I saw it, the little, it's like a little short video. It was Asian inspired, so it wasn't like she was like, you know, riding around the low riders or whatever. It's just the fact that, you know,
She
like,
sounded a little bit
like SZA, you know. So and especially when it comes to singing,
And she
you can
sounds
sing.
good as SZA.
Yeah,
SZA
yeah,
sounds
like
good.
Yeah.
and it's like if you can sing, you can sing.
You can sing.
Yeah, you know. So that's, you know, that's what.
Did it come across as like?
To me, it didn't.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
to me, it didn't.
No, I thought it was great.
I like music, so it'll hit me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And even like with rap music, it's like you can tell when somebody just.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
So you know, y'all leave a.
That was a good topic, y'all.
Yeah, y'all leave a comment, like, you know, let us know.
Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, and remember to go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well. Thought Ops with 3 Ps.
Oh, that's right.